Next up in our history-altering campaign, the First Franklin Fight, a map that takes way less time than the devs probably expected. All of 1st Corps has been put back to their original positions, save for the leader. I haven't replaced Hill with Johnston, because after I chose the perks for all the new 3rd star units in 1st Corps, I put Johnston down on 2nd Corps, which is the corps we will actually be bringing to this fight. Nothing really to see here. I'm just bringing these guys in because this stage is going to be infantry heavy, and the infantry in 1st Corps don't really need that much more training. From this message, it looks like the Union is more interested in upping their guns rather than their manpower count, though for this stage, how much that will matter is up for debate. You've been ordered to advance northwards from Spring Hill, Tennessee, and lay siege to Franklin. General Granger's army has encamped near the town, and you must defeat him to secure the area. A skirmish at Brentwood to the north has forced General Granger to send his cavalry to deal with the threat. This is an opportunity for us to quickly strike the Federal Army before the Union cavalry returns to the camp. The Federals have deployed one full division 2 miles south of town. There is not yet any sign of Yankee cavalry. We may now advance swiftly and strike the Union camp before their cavalry arrives. General, it's not going to be an easy task because, although our army is stronger, they wait for us behind strong earthworks. Good luck. So, the stage intro isn't lying. The Union have a smaller force than we do, but it's dug in, and that makes a frontal assault a bad idea. The wide open terrain that we'd have to walk over to reach them means that even a successful assault with overwhelming numbers would be unnecessarily costly. And twin Union spotting points here means that not even your skirmishers will have a good chance to keep hidden. But the Union defensive position suffers the same weakness as so many walls throughout history. Walls only help if the enemy can be kept to the other side of them. The actual Union force consists of 3 small cannon batteries at these spots, and infantry in defensive positions here, with I believe a single floating infantry brigade to close gaps, and a few random skirmish teams that could be just about anywhere. What the Union doesn't have is a full blockade. The left edge of the map here can be skirted by without getting shot at by the Union's wall-defending infantry. So I'm going to use the 12 deploy slots to bring all 12 infantry brigades, park them all in the top left of the deploy area, have them head to the map edge, and then head north with the general nearby. I will be bringing no supply wagons to this either, as this stage will be over long before any infantry run out of bullets. As the infantry move up in size... As the infantry move up the side, I'll be having the general sitting just to their right, in the role of attracting cannon fire. His positioning is key. If he gets too close to our infantry, hits he takes can splash damage onto the giant stack. But if he strays too far out, he might get accosted by the wall defenders or the mobile infantry brigades or skirmish teams. As long as all he takes is cannon shots, though, he should be fine. Once the half corps gets to this point, they're going to spread out. The Union do get one more set of troops. The cavalry that the stage intro noted will be arriving soon. That is roughly 7:43 on the main clock, so we will have up till then to get into position. That position being the 6 specialist brigades of 2nd Corps, moving to these positions to ambush the riders when they arrive. The 4 cavalry brigades are mid-sized, no threat to prepared infantry, though we really would rather nip it in the bud instead of them running around behind us. As for the more scrubby units, they will turn right to about this point, then south, crashing into the 1st Union battery from the rear. Holding fire until you're in close range is a good way to cause these guys' short-range muskets to do insane damage, and having the general sitting in the defensive terrain of the house here is a good way to keep the cannons damaged off the infantry while they move in. Now committed to the fight, the infantry will proceed, marching as a single group around the backside of the Union formations, with the goal being to sync up 6 brigades worth of muskets in close-range barrages that will easily rout any wall-defending infantry, and the remaining 2 Union cannons can, if timed right, be shattered with a single volley. The objective itself will spell the stage's win condition. While it's not terribly difficult to go for a total army wipe this stage, it's not going to be my goal, since I have no cannons to pound enemy troops with. That means that after I encircle the enemy, I'd have to continue pushing in, otherwise, in the center, they'd be able to recover morale and actually fight back. And if I do push in like that, there's a good chance some of them might melee through the other side, since I only have a dozen brigades to hold them with. Therefore, I'm going to let discretion be the better part of valor for this fight, and after eliminating the cannons and taking the objective, I won't wait for the stage's hard end at 2100, instead ending the fight as soon as the combat timer allows. The AI saw my general and sent out the infantry to go get him. The AI isn't completely nuts though, and once they spotted the big infantry wave behind them, they turned around and headed back. I just had to make sure Johnston didn't take a shot before they did. At this point, I'll turn the Scrub Division south. Soon the actual fight will start, and as such, for the rest of this stage, my use of fast forward will end. was so focused on getting the anti-cannon assault right that I didn't notice, until I started editing, that I just gunned down the enemy's north supply wagon. Ah well. Anyway, General Johnston has deflected enough cannon fire. He'll spend the rest of the map following the division to assist with morale. Let's actually get a full volley on the guys at the southwest, just so that they rout for a while, keeping them off my rear when I turn. Now to swing my infantry to head east. First target, the artillery battery. Next up, these wall defenders. Now that they're running, I'll turn east again. One of the scrub units has taken enough hits that their morale failed. I think I'll let them just hold the area by the vision point and recover. Maybe guard the rear. A second scrub team is faltering in morale too. I think I'll turn them around and have them help the first group against that returning enemy team. As for my other 4 scrubs, they will continue to push east. Their main target is the remaining Union cannon, though they are also, at this point, running very short on stamina, so I need to be sure not to have them do too much more. Ah, their cavalry's here. Briefly. My scrub group has a clear route to the enemy cannons. One more volley and that should be it. Yep, all cannons eliminated. At this point, I gave orders to the 4 scrub teams to get in behind the last enemy wall defender, but 2 of the fled enemies showed up at the same time to reoccupy previous segments. So I'll change plans and decide that actually pushing any farther is unnecessary. I'll just chase off who was in front of me and then stop moving forward entirely. Instead, I'll spread out and let them come to me if they want. Also, the cavalry is gone, so I can bring in the rest of my guys to the front now. Also, my detachment has captured the other enemy supply wagon, so I may as well have them officially capture the objective as well. Okay, well, at this point, most of the Union troops decided that having their objective taken wasn't what they wanted, so everyone left all charged me at once. This would concern me if I didn't outnumber them in every individual melee action by 2 to 1 or more. Stage complete. I'll just let my couple groups at the north end of this get one more volley off, and then I'll take the win. Even without going for a total wipe, I still dropped a third of the Union troops, while losing less than 10% of my own forces. For an assault over open field, that's pretty darn successful. No perfect leaderboards, but whatever. No news on the officer tab. That's boring. Some more material. I won't complain. And that's it. After Stones River and Blackwater, this sure was a short video, right? Pointing to medicine. Save and exit. No muss, no fuss, no 20 hours spent editing. Enjoy the rest of your day, my peeps.